Good Tuesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. Hopefully, one has had a fantastic Tuesday. I am your meteorologist, Jess Peterson. Let's go and talk about the weather for your Tuesday evening going into your future. Looking at the radar right now, nothing going on for the entire state of South Carolina. But we do have some. Let's see, move up here in the Northeast. Some rain going on in Maine, some snow going on in North Dakota, Minnesota, as well as rain going on in Washington, Oregon, as well as Montana, California, as well as Arizona as well, getting some rain. If you go on to your cloud cover right now is nice. No cloud cover at all throughout the entire state. And if you go to cloud cover for our future as well, you go in and push this forward. You can see that just not really much cloud cover at all, if any, will be occurring throughout the entire state for about like the next 18 or so hours. Current temperatures right now, though, 61 in Columbia as well as 61 in Columbia as well as 59 that is inside of Eastover. 61 in Sumter, 61 in Myrtle Beach, 59 in Conway, as well as 59 in Moncks Corner. We also do have 61 in Walterboro, 62 in Earnhardt, as well as 59 in Bamberg, 59 inside of Aiken, as well as 61 in Beaufort as well. If you move up here towards the upstate of South Carolina, 57 in Greenville, 59 in Columbia, as well as 57 in Pickens, and 59 in Spartanburg, 57 in Gaffney as well. Here's your low temperatures for tonight: 41 in Anderson, as well as 42 in Greenville, 40 in Spartanburg, as well as 41 in Aiken. We also do have 42 in Winterboro, 43 in Columbia, as well as 44 in Orangeburg, 42 in Walterboro, as well as 50 in Charleston, 44 in Moncks Corner, 46 in Georgetown, and 49 in Myrtle Beach. Here is your forecast precipitation. There is no precipitation expected for the next 24 or so hours. Also, in terms of severe weather, just in terms of thunderstorms, nothing for tonight, tomorrow, and for Thursday as well, even though it's very, very, very close on Thursday as well. Not quite there on Thursday. So let's go on now and talk about our short-term future. Short-term future right now, just for like the next 48 or so hours. As you go on, let me go ahead and push this on to the 18Z right over here. As you go ahead and push this forward, going all the way through tonight. No precipitation right now for the entire state, even as you go all the way through, even 2 o'clock p.m. on the 13th as well. That is Thursday, right there during the afternoon hours. No precipitation is expected at all for about like the next 48 or so hours at all. So hopefully, with the next batch of rain that comes in, that can hopefully get down on the wildfire totals again. I'm not quite sure where the wildfire totals are now and how far it's contained. It's at 60% right now. I'll check and see if they did an update tonight. But overall, last time I checked, it was at 60%. And I'm talking about the Carolina Forest one as well. But let's go on now and talk about our long-term future. So time is the top right corner of your screen. Make sure that you go on and look at that as we continue and go on. As you go on and push this forward, there goes some rain activity throughout the upstate on around like March the 14th, maybe even going through the 15th and the 16th as well. Some thunderstorm activity through there, and then even as you get through around March the 20th as well, some shower and thunderstorm activity potentially there as well. And everything else is a bit too far up. But the thing that I'm watching for really is on Sunday. Sunday is the 15th. As you can see, as we go through the 15th right here, going into the 16th, this line right here can potentially produce some damaging winds as well. So that's potentially what's going to happen on Sunday. We'll continue to watch for that. We'll talk about that right now, actually, since we're here. So let's go on. Here we go, right here, the SBC graphic right here for this is Sunday. I think this is day 6, if I'm not mistaken. Day 7 maybe. Yeah, this is day 6. You can see pretty much the entire state of South Carolina inside that slight risk of severe weather that's in effect for Sunday. Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Columbia, Charleston, Aiken, Hilton Head Island, Florence, and Myrtle Beach, all inside of that risk for potential severe weather. Right now, it's just talking about damaging winds. Right now, we'll continue to see if there's anything in terms of hail or obviously tornadoes. But right now, something potentially I could go live for, especially if it goes enhanced. And I know last time it was a bit of a bummer. It didn't really do as much as we thought, but that's a good thing, obviously. But if it gets back to an enhanced and the time permits, I might decide to go live. So just determine on what happens here. But now let's go on and talk with the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Let's see what the audience has to say for tonight. Ms. Oliver says, let's see. The yellow dandruff was blowing in excess today. The rain was great yesterday. I'm hearing rumors that things will cool off again next week. Is that true? I've not been looking that much in, to next week territory yet. But I would not be surprised. I'll check that out in just a second. And it says, hello, Jay, beautiful day. Glad to see that you're back after, a couple of days, but glad to see that you're back in the chat. Hello to you. Charles says, hi, Joseph, hello to you. And then Thad says, getting Joseph, I hope all is well. It was very mild day today here in San Antonio. All the yard work yesterday had me in a big pain today. LOL, I've been under a heating pad. You can't overdo some of that stuff, especially out there yard work as well, because you go out there thinking that everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden you tweak something, and it could just be pretty much it could be long term, could be short term. You gotta make sure that you really don't overdo yourself, especially when you're outside, and especially in the heat as well. And we'll talk about San Antonio and Raleigh in just a second after we talk about this next week weather in terms of if it's going to be below average or cooler, below average or warmer or anything like that. But if you go on and look at the temperature anomalies, though, you can see as we go into next week, in terms of, again, temperatures, it's going to cool down a little bit March the 17th and the 18th. That warm air is going to take right back over March the 20th, but then a cold front will pass through going into March the 20th as well. But then that warm air is just going to take right back over a couple of days later. So it's going to be kind of a mix, but I'm not going to say it's going to be like a mega cool down. You can see even here to the actual temperatures themselves in the 50s. The 40s maybe. So, I guess a little bit of a cool down March the 21st. And back in the 50s, and then right after that, we're back in the 80s. And low temperatures in the 60s for some of us. So, overall, cool down may last like a day or two, but overall, it's not really going to be much. So, potentially. My cousin Cheryl says, good evening, Weatherman. I hope all is well with you and your family. Well, it is warmed up a little bit. A little bit. Smells like spring as well. So thank you so much for the message. And that's it. So let's go on and talk about San Antonio rather than talk about what's going on throughout the entire United States. San Antonio tonight, low of around 57, high for tomorrow around 90, low for tomorrow night at 59. No precipitation is expected. Same thing for Raleigh. Tonight 42, high temperature tomorrow 81, low temperature tomorrow night at 49, and that precipitation chance should actually be none. So let me fix that real nice and quick. There it is, none. So there's nothing really there that's really producing any sort of precipitation or anything like that. And I don't see anything else inside the chat, so let's go on and talk about what's going on throughout the entire United States. Then we'll talk about our wildfire conditions as well. An extended period of gusty winds and dry conditions will continue. Critical fire weather through Saturday from Saturday from southern New Mexico into the southern plains. The Pacific storm with an atmospheric river will bring heavy mountain snow and strong winds to the Sierra Nevada and heavy rainfall over portions of the coastal southern California coast. Wednesday into Thursday, severe weather also possible in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, obviously, and pretty much the entire East Coast, or at least a good portion of it. And just one thing that I did want to say. If you know anybody that's inside of the Illinois region, as well as Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas as well, they have a chance for severe weather going into, I believe this is Saturday right here. I think this is Saturday right here, or Friday. This must be Friday right here. So Friday, they do have a chance for severe weather, and if you know anybody inside of Alabama, Western Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee as well, let them know that also Sunday, another big risk of severe weather, even up into Ohio and Pennsylvania as well. You can even see it right here. I might as well go on and show you. Here it is right here. Especially, I know the most concerning region right now is inside the Alabama region, as there's a chance that a couple of strong tornadoes can go through that region as well. So, again, anybody inside the Alabama region, Mississippi region, Georgia, Florida, let them know that severe weather is on the way, and it's not looking good at all. So let them know that. And then obviously here's our risk right here from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, down all the way into Florida as well. But the most prominent risk is the one over here inside of Alabama and Georgia as well, where it's not looking good for those areas for Saturday. But that's pretty much it in terms of that. I think that about covers all of it. Let me check this right here. Check the chat one more time. Mr. Anthony says, good evening to you. And that's going to wrap this up. So hopefully everyone has a fantastic rest of their Tuesday evening. I will be back tomorrow morning with your Wednesday forecast update. Make sure that if you have not hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or hit the share button yet, make sure that you go on and do so. As we are trying to get to 500 subscribers in a short-term goal of 425. So let's go on and get there. I will be back tomorrow morning. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.
Hey!